The struggle is real. Yeah, the struggle is real. I was making a documentary about the prison industry in America, slavery then and slavery now. The Jews was in Egypt for 400 years, and y'all let the Jews go. Well, we as Black Americans we've been in America for 400 years, and it's time to let us go. This bus is burning. I want to get off the bus. That's me on the House of Cards. I was making a documentary about Baltimore. Baltimore Rewired, the money behind mass incarceration. That's my visitors pass to Baltimore City, and that's my representative, Delegate Stephanie Smith. And right here, 2015, I informed y'all I was making a movie about Baltimore, New York, Chicago, and Philadelphia. I gave this to y'all. All right. Mayor Stephanie Rawlins Blake, Commissioner Davis. All right. Ain't no law against making a movie. So I'm making a movie called I Am Dred Scott, and it's all on film. It's the Legacy Museum. You feel me? All right. This is Shorty's Underground Ribs and Catering. All right. This certifies that Dwayne G. Davis is the owner of 100 shares of Shorty. That means nobody got no right to my property. Nobody got no right to my name. None of that. All right. We talking about income tax evasion, credit card fraud, ID theft, and the state participated in that. You feel me? The state of Maryland participated in that. I'm an honorably discharged veteran of the United States Navy. All right. Needs of the criminal charges against Scott Schellenberger for kidnapping, and the state won't prosecute Scott Schellenberger. You feel me? That's denial of my constitutional rights of property. All right. I was kidnapped by the state for making a documentary about your prison industry. Where's Waldo? No, it's Where's Shorty. And we got a hell of a story. We got 20 years in Baltimore from 1997 to now. Richard Sherrod did the first story on me. And that's Ozzie Newsome at my store on Falls Road. See the pictures? Get the picture? Ain't no law against making a movie. Ivan Bates made the movie We Got a Monster. Well, I'm making a movie How to Defeat the Beast. And we're going to defeat Fox 45. That's my Malcolm X Award, my Freedom Fighter Award. Like I said, books over bars, education instead of incarceration. Bending towards social justice. I put pen to paper, all right? And Dr. K got this. Mayor Pugh got this. Mayor Stephanie Rawlins Blake got this. GOP Carter got this. I'm an activist and I'm an artist. And that's my bio, all right? That's my bio. We ain't got no more Martin Luther Kings. We ain't got no more Malcolm X's. We ain't got no more Medgar Evers or Fred Hamptons. We got too many self-serving demigods. They do this for money. I do this for change. Like I said, Baltimore Rewired. This is me back in the 80s. Territorial drug dispute, all right, on the south side of Waukegan. That's Robert Evans, Alderman Robert Evans. And he helped me turn myself in, all right? Now, all you got to do is Google search the case. I went from Waukegan's worst to Baltimore's best. And I did it through the legal lens. You feel me? Ex-felons got a right to vote, and we gonna vote, baby. That's Facebook 2011. I went home on vacation and came back on probation. Guilty plea and Christmas Eve bomb threat. I didn't plead guilty. I had to take a guilty plea, and when I got back to Baltimore, I took the guilty plea back, and I asked for a writ of mandamus. You know what I'm saying? I asked for a trial. I never got a trial. You took a truck, a computer. You took my intellectual property because I was making a movie about your war on drugs. I was kidnapped by Scott Schellenberger in 2011, and he took my truck, the computer. He took everything I owned. He took me from my family. You feel me? He took me from my family. And President Trump got all this. President Trump got it. President Biden got it. President Obama got it. And President Bush got it. It's all about the Baltimore County Democratic Party, the corruption that you got going on. The corruption. In Chicago, we did Operation Greylord. We're going to do Operation Greylord in Baltimore County. Izzy Pataki, Pat, Young, the Baltimore County Council, Baltimore County Police Department. Sheriff ain't in office no more, so prosecutorial immunity don't apply to him. Kidnapping is a federal offense, and President Trump is holding that evidence. So is the FBI, the Department of Justice. The same way that y'all had a file on Martin and Malcolm, I got a file on you, and I follow you, not just on Facebook. That's President Biden and Chief Justice Mary Barbera in Baltimore. And that's Graphic Imaging, and that's who helped put my book together, all right? My first book, The Minority Report, Graphic Imaging put that in there. That's President Trump. On his first day of office, he signed an executive order about the First Amendment. Well, this is the First Amendment. See that? First Amendment. My right to make a movie. All right? Like I said, Ivan Bates made We Got a Monster. I'm showing you how to defeat the beast. All right? And I'm using it through the Public Accommodations Act, the right to use the bathroom. It's a time to pee. Did you use the toilet today? The last shall be first and the first shall be last. That's what we going with this. All right? Y'all claim to be our voices and y'all claim to speak up for us, but y'all don't. Y'all protecting white supremacy with your black faces. You got the haves versus the have-nots. In 2026, we not having it no more. Ain't no law against making a movie. This is going to be a real-life house of cards. I ain't got to change nobody's name. I ain't got to ask you the permission to say anything, because everything I did on social media. I don't need 1 million people to march. I need 1 million people to pay attention. Are we there yet? We went from enslavement to mass incarceration. I gave you the Black Chronicles then and now. I gave you slavery then, and I gave you slavery now. And I gave you an invoice. And KAYE and Fumi wrote a letter asking me to testify in front of the House Judiciary Committee. I plan to do that with Kwasi standing next to me. Art and activism, the art of protest. Activism ain't terrorism. Remember that. Racism don't work without black cooperation, but it ain't gonna end without white participation. I couldn't do the things I do without this couple here. All right, so I include them in everything I do. When I started this at my 60th birthday, I said I was gonna make this movie. Well, I'm finished. We getting ready to go to butter. I'm asking for what? I'm gonna start raising money so I can finish what I started. Racism don't work without black cooperation. It ain't gonna end without white participation. Those are facts. Y'all elected Obama. Y'all need to go 2 steps further, because we went 2 steps back.